So we're talking in these episodes the reason as to why many people fail to live their purpose on earth. We're looking at several of those reasons, and we've gone quite a bit, having covered more than 4 of those. And today in this episode, we're going to cover one more, which is common, is something that you already know, and I'm going to derive it for you. If you are someone who is living with their purpose, you will understand that these reasons I'm raising are valid. And if you are someone who doesn't have purpose at this moment in time, again, you will also understand that some of the reasons as to why that is so are also valid. And in so doing, we're going to find a way together that we can be able to get out of that particular black hole so that we can live our purpose. We already explained the importance of purpose in life, that the ultimate fulfillment you're going to get out of this life is going to be derived from purpose. Stay tuned.
Welcome to the Life Signatures podcast with Lawrence Namale. Lawrence is a life coach, author, and keynote speaker who loves to tackle different topics on purpose, productivity, and resilience. His mission in life is to awaken all your boundless possibilities available in you. Life Signatures podcast is dedicated to bring to reality every single person who knows that deep down in their gut, there's got to be more to life than this. And now, here is your host, Lawrence Namale.
Well, we'll do very well if we started with a recap today. Why is it that people fail to live their purpose? Why do people fail to go right ahead and steep themselves into the reason for their existence in the first place and live it to the fullest? Why is it that people find it difficult to do that? And we already established that it is not that people do not want. It is not that guys do not want to live their purpose. They do want. In fact, one of the most silent questions and battles that people are facing and fighting in their lives on a daily basis is the battle for meaning. A man has written a book called Man's Search for Meaning, and that book is a bestseller being translated into several languages. It is a classic, but it remains on top of very many lists worldwide. People are actually looking for purpose. Another man, a Christian, in fact a pastor, wrote a book called The Purpose-Driven Life. He wasn't an author before he did that, if I get my facts correct. But the moment he did that, he skyrocketed into the best-selling author of all time and topped very many lists. And that book was bought and read by people who are not even Christians. People are hungry for purpose. The question is, why is it that people fail to live their purpose? We've been answering that question, and one of the reasons we say it is ignorance, pure ignorance. Where there's no information or lack of information, of course, you don't expect people to deploy their purpose. Ignorance. The second is culture, where we've been conditioned, actually conditioning. That is it. The conditioning we have is devoid of purpose. It is full of other things in life, as in you make money and you pay bills and so on and so forth, but it doesn't involve the idea of having purpose as the core, as the center of our existence. So the conditioning. The third reason as to why people don't fulfill their God-given purpose and they fail to pursue it is the hassles of life. You remember the parable of the sower? Some seeds fell among the thistles, and then when they grew up, they were choked up with life. People have so much to juggle. I mean, one burden after another, and you've got to pay your bills, put food on the table and stuff like that. What happens? Purpose is choked away by the hustles and bustles of life. People love calling themselves hustlers. And for the most part, if you're hustling just to pay a bill, guess what? You never really get to live your purpose, even if it was available right then and there. Another reason as to why, number 4 reason as to why people fail to live their purpose is lack of clarity of vision. Vision is the best possible outcome. Personal vision connects you to your purpose. If you do not have personal vision, you will not deploy your purpose. It goes without saying. But if you had your vision, you'll easily gravitate towards where your purpose is. The other reason as to why people fail to fulfill their God-given purpose is because it is early on, as in they catch on the vision earlier than the rest of the world. It takes some time to mature, and maybe they are impatient. They are not patient enough to wait until the maturity of the vision, the maturity of the purpose, and guess what? They snap out of it, they drop it, they walk away from it because it's not making sense at this moment in time. I told you about how Leonardo da Vinci's notebooks had plans for a helicopter, blueprint for a helicopter. I mean, early on, before the technology of flying could ever been discovered. So that is another reason as to why that is so. But today I want us to discuss this. The reason as to why people fail to deploy their purpose is lack of passion. Lack of passion. And I am talking specifics here because generally if you ask someone, are you passionate? Are you a passionate person? They will tell you, yeah, I'm passionate about this and passionate about that. But the things that they are passionate about are maybe not purpose related. They are passionate about their sports team. They are passionate about their love life. They are passionate about their country. Maybe they are passionate about their club. They are passionate about their organization and so on. But to be passionate about something greater than yourself, some cause that expends emotions and expends energy and you're just attached to it, you're passionate about it. If you are not, guess what? It's easy for you not to deploy your God-given purpose because purpose and passion are connected to the hip. It's just like vision. They are connected to the hip. Dr. Miles Monroe says, do you know what is wrong with people? They do not have passion. They do not have passion. He says that passion is a force greater than death. So now that's where we're distinguishing it. It's a force greater than death. What is it that you are so attached to? In other words, what is that is the mainstay of your heartbeat? That probably you don't have everything wrapped around, your mind is not wrapped around it, you don't have control over it and so on. In the world today, we do not see as many passionate people as we should. The only passion I see is for football fans, supporting English soccer teams, and that passion is unprecedented, by the way. We've seen people killing themselves because of that, and people doing weird stuff because of the football teams that they're supporting. But in fact, some people have committed suicide. Others have bettered their wives and lost houses, and we have misplaced passion around the world. And yet God put some fire inside of us as individuals. It is flickering in a distant benign and it's just waiting to be fanned aflame. I don't think there is any human being who lacks the ability to be passionate about a cause that is greater than themselves. I think if you look at the just rudimentary idea of person's desire and wishes and dreams, that's where you get passion from. And of course, passion is not the same. It varies from one person to another. It's totally unique. It doesn't need to be copied and pasted. It varies. Of course, passion can be captured. You see how your father is passionate about a particular thing, and you automatically, because he's your father, he's your hero, you catch that vision, you catch that passion. But it is unique, even in and of yourself. There are some things that you gravitate towards. They are inherent. They are inside you. They are inside your spirit, inside of your heart. And the more you tap into them, the more you dream about them, the more you meditate about this, the more you pursue this, the more the passion increases. If you lack an idea of this kind of passion I'm talking about, you fail to fulfill your purpose, because your purpose is where your passion is. There is no way you're doing purpose when there is no passion. Of course, there's got to be passion somewhere. And I'm not saying this passion has to be a mainstay, a constant. I'm saying it's a fuel. It is a direction. It is a catalyst. It is maybe the initiator. At some point in time, passion does count for something. Therefore, you've got to look out for what you're passionate about. And it's possible for you, by the way, to discover your passion. When you discover your passion, it's possible for you to find out what your purpose really is. If you do not know how to find out your passion, it is an idea of curiosity. It is an idea of going on a quest. Jesus said, "Ask, it shall be given unto you. Seek, and you shall find. Knock, and the door shall be opened unto you." It's an idea of seeking. And let me tell you, passion is not outside of you. It is inside of you. Looking inside of you introspectively, you're going to unearth that which you're passionate about. And once you found that which you're passionate about, guess what you're going to do? You're going to automatically start deploying your purpose right then and there. Because purpose is about what matters to this world, and at the same time, it is about what you care the most about. If you don't care about it, chances are that probably it's not purpose. The element of care is in there. You care about it, and you also care about the transformation that it's bringing on the face of the earth. If you look at Steve Jobs when he's launching an iPad or an iPhone or whatever, if you look at the way he's doing these things, the passion with which he derives these things, because he cares about the transformation in the world that he's bringing forth. If you look at the passion of Elon Musk, he tells us that he seldom sleeps. He cares about that stuff. Where your passion is, where there is passion, automatically in the vicinity of passion, you will find purpose. And I'm talking not passion of food and clothes and selfish passion. I'm not talking about passion for things that benefit you. I'm talking about passion for things that benefit this world. But you care about them, even though they cost you something. Even though it costs you money, it costs you time. Some people have their relationship being the cost or the price that they pay for the passion that they have for something else. The other day we saw, about 7 years back, the man called Benny Hinn nearly losing his marriage because he was so passionate about ministry, about people, about preaching, about miracles and services and so on, and it nearly cost him his marriage. So I'm saying, every place where there is passion for someone else to be better, through your activities, through your work, through your input, thereabouts you will find your purpose. So in a nutshell, people fail to fulfill their God-given purpose because they lack passion. And frankly, I shudder to think of a living life devoid of passion. I want to have this holy passion, this holy discontentment. I do not want to calm down and settle down with a life that is comfortable, devoid of passion for anything. I want to see as passionate as I can be, and I want to be seen as a passionate person. And I branded myself in some radical quarters have been branded as okay, let me not go there. But it is because of the passion that I have for whatever things that I do. But you see, that passion, in the vicinity of it lies my purpose in life. So if you wanted to pursue your purpose, get some passion, clarify what your passion in life is, and thereabouts, you will be on course. Tomorrow we start closing down on this. Until then, bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to Life Signatures Radio. If you enjoyed today's show, subscribe to Life Signatures Radio on iTunes, Stitcher, or visit our website at lifesignatures.libsyn.com. Life Signatures Radio, fresh, clean, and inspiring.